we're back again. Right, I'm going to do a bit of pinching up with the old 4-in-1. We've got a big old pile of poo to do. I think all you old digger boys are saying, bloody hell, don't do it like that, John, that's no way to do it. But I'm afraid I'm a self-taught digger driver. I've known this digger for that long, I ought to have married it, I tell you. Well, I'd rather marry the missus. She was a good girl. Quality woman, my wife. New coat back now. The wife's washed it for me. I had a little bit of accident on the tanker. I got an ear hole full of poo, so I had to get it washed out. Ain't no fun because they hose you down first. I need to put this somewhere to dry, so once it's dry, it's good stuff back in the cold hardcore now. But you've got to dry it out first. There we go. Oh, look at that lovely bit of stock. That was a bad scoopful, that was. Normally a bit of a pain in the nuts scooping that up because it all slides away from you. Well, I hope you old young pups are behaving yourselves. I took my old boy out to go, well, I had to go and get him from taking the crone over to be repaired. On the way back, Dad, can we go in McDonald's? I said, yeah, alright boy. You old young pups, you don't half like them old brain burgers, don't you? Them old chicken arseholes, I tell you. But they've got no energy in them for you though. Quick puff and a fart and it's all gone. See, look at that, looks better already. You wait till I put some road planings on it. I'll look like the M1 then. Till my old boy gets round here with a teleporter and drags shit all over again. He's a good lad though. Good looking bugger, I reckon he gets out for me. One of you cheeky buggers, you said on there, can you turn the camera away? You're a good looking bugger, but you know, we don't want to look at you too much. I thought that was a bit naughty. That hurt my feelings, that did, because I am a gorgeous fella and I do like to be admired. I'm in a bit of a playful mood today. There's a little bit more of the legend ending today. I must be relaxing a bit with it. Yeah, I know it's creaking and it's groaning because it wants greasing. But if you can get grease in them grease nipples, you're a better man than me. Bugger, they don't want to. They're all gummed up inside. She won't take no grease. Oh, that sounds painful. I know, I'm a wicked man. She's alright, eat you, good girl. Hey, she keeps doing, what has it got to do? Okay. She's only done 6,500 hours. Bugger, she's pristine. She's pristine, she is. Barely broken in. Well, I don't think that's been working for a little while. She's a go, I'll tell you. She gets on with the job. you reckon? Do you think that was alright? I'm always interested in your opinion. I must admit, I don't think I've got many female subscribers yet. There are some pretty talented young ladies out there that can drive these tractors, I tell you. Impressed me. Chloe, my old boy's girlfriend. You know, me and her had a bit of a rocky start at the beginning, but I think we've sorted it out now. But she's a cracking girl when she gets going. She was using that bale wrapper last year, and I could have done better myself. And I've always said a bale wrapper, you know, that's a bit of an awkward tool to use, to be honest with you. So she was getting on well with it. I was ever so impressed. Ever so impressed. I tell you, women, you're underrated in the farming industry. You want to stop playing with all that makeup and stuff and lipstick, you know, in boots and stuff, places like that. You want to get out here and get over a nice old gear lever in your hands and get doing some work. I tell you, you'll probably be quite surprised what you're able to achieve. I tell you what, if you're gutsy enough to climb up that step and climb in this cab and have a go, you're bloody good enough to do it in my book. But if you won't climb up that step, say, oh no, you're not going to get the job done. I tell you, but I know some really gutsy women, I do. I think there will be more of you out here. The old job would look a lot prettier. But let's face it, us old farmers, we're chewy old buggers. But you see a few young ones doing it, but I'll tell you what, you don't see many middle-aged women driving tractors. I said, I ain't going to give you that. He said, but that's the price, sir, that's how much you pay for one of these. I said to him, I ain't paying you that. I said, what are you going to give me to go with it then? I said, I'll pay you that, but you've got to give me some. I said, gives us one of them mini sims to go with it. We can't do that, sir, that's £18. I said, well, I'm sorry. I said, I'm afraid you're going to have to give me that. I won't have it. So I said, you better go and get your manager then, he'll give it to me. He said, I assure you he won't. So I tell you what, I had that bloody mini sim out of him. I didn't get no money on my camera, but I had a mini sim. But they're ever so nice boys in there, I'll tell you. You know, they're all, you know, they're all nice lads, you know. English boys, they're coloured lads, but, you know, sorry, not coloured, black. They're black lads, but they're great lads. I've got a mate at Volvo, he's black. What's his name? Patrick. His name's Patrick. I've known him for years. He's a lovely boy, he is. Patrick. I call him Patrick because I said that's more exotic, Patrick. And he actually he watches my YouTube channel because I've told him about it. I love the old boy. He's a beautiful lad, he is. I think he must be early, well, middle 40s, early 50s. But he's a lovely lad. I go over there every Christmas with a couple of bottles of rum for him, grease his wheels to make sure he gets my parts from my lorries nice and quick. I don't get nothing for it, only a bit of service like. You should get that anyway, but you don't this day and age. But I tell you what, he sorts my job out for me, he gets that sorted. Lovely old boy. He tells his mates about me and he reckons they don't believe him. If he was younger, if I was younger, I'd go out with him for a drink and introduce myself to him. I told him, show him, if they don't believe it, show him my YouTube channel, they'll bloody believe you then. But he's a lovely fella. He's got me an alternator and a fan belt at the minute for my other truck, my straw lorry, because the battery light came on, so I got it in anyway. He's going to have to send it back because the wire fell off the back of the alternator. I put it back on, it's working now. But he is a lovely fella. You old towny boys, you are quite lovely boys. A lot of them, some of you have got quite good character. Patrick's got good character. I'll tell you what, it's something I think they'll give lessons on in the school, like. If I weren't so busy, I'd come and do a night class or something for you, but I just ain't got time. I ain't got time. But wouldn't that be fun to have all little legends running around, jabbering around like I do? Eh? Drive you bloody mental, wouldn't it? But, no. My mum loves me, she thinks I'm special. But she's a canny lass, my mum. You know, she really is. You can look her in the eye and she'll plead poverty, mate, but 2 weeks later she's carrying around a load of money in her pocket. I don't know where she gets it all from. She puts it in the bank now anyway. I told her she's got to put it in the bank, she ain't got to keep it in her handbag. Either that will give it to me. I need it. I'm a worthy cause. But no, she's a good lady, my mum. We'll have to be quick now if you want a meal up there at Grizzlies, because she's selling it. She decided to cash in and retire, mate. She's 86, so I don't blame her. Yeah, she's done her bit for society. She's paid her dues. That's thickening up a bit now. I think we're getting a little bit more dry matter with it. I might be able to pinch that up in the 4-in-1 in a minute. I think I've got nearly a ton underneath me. And now I've had a few requests for this old girl, which I'm doing now. And I've also had a couple of requests to walk round the workshop. We've made a few improvements in there. We've got ourselves now a wet metalworking area in there. Got a nice big steel bench in there that weighs about ½ a tonne. And yeah, so that's a good metalworking area now. I think I'm almost halfway down this yard. I've been wanting to do this now for a few days. I'm actually quite pleased I'm doing this, and I'll get to do it with my friends on YouTube land as well. I must admit, the other morning in the office I was a little bit soft in the head. Things weren't coming out as they should have, so you'll have to excuse me, but that is early in the morning for me. I only had the 1 cup of coffee. I was on my second one, but normally takes me an hour or so to get firing on all cylinders. But I just thought you might like to see the start of my day. It ain't all about pulling levers and driving. There is the other bits as well. It's alright as long as it don't get too much. Sometimes I spend most of the week in the bloody office and don't get none of this done at all. New boy's working out okay, Jack. He's done a week with us now. We've had him on the loader. That's looking quite promising, the loader side of things. He's getting to grips with that quite well. He's fed the cattle a few times now. I'll have to introduce you to him next week. He'll do alright. We'll knock him together. He's very green like. He ain't worked for, you know, he's worked for his dad, but he ain't worked for an outfit like this before. But he'll get there. You've got to think of tomorrow. You've got to train the young ones up, or else there'll be no tomorrow. I know you all think that the tractors are going to drive themselves and they're going to hover across the field, but they'll do lots of things till we get some bad weather and they're up to their elbows in shit. Then you'll be sitting on them, driving them, because bloody computers can't do it. You know, everything's got its place, but and you get wet weather, you'll find that old direct drilling will be an absolute swamp. And that'll drown the seed in the ground. It'll only take 1 year of that and they'll pull these direct drills away again then. They went to this back in the 70s, direct drilling. I know the engineering on them's a lot better now, but I don't know. I can still see problems there. Right, I'm going to fold this back up, turn around and get the 4-in-1. I'll spin you round as well. I'll get the 4-in-1 and see if we can't pinch some of this up and get rid of it. Right, I'm going to switch you off, turn you round and turn you on again. Bye bye.